Bucks lost their previous matchup.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw. Ross. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So here are the Bucks now to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his fourth season in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Dowling. That one finds Pierce right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off play action. Dowling. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Open man, it's Palmer. And he's going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bucks at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And you look at the Saints' defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Back to throw again. this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running out of the gun with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Ross. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a play fake here on first down.
It's Graham again with the catch, just like the last play.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And he's got it down to the 28. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Operating from the gun, Ross. And that will be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dowling.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dowling. And he's got Pierce. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Buccaneers add 6 to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Ross. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Off the play fake. Dowling.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Throwing on 1st down. Dowling. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Play action. Dowling. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Off the play fake. Ross. Bryant has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Ross.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The connection made. It's Graham.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we'll see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Off the play fake. Downing. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll They'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
Off play action. Ross. It's caught by Bryant.
And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Back to throw. Ross. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ross looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. To throw is Ross on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ross. From the gun, he'll throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
from 4 yards out.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts on 1st down. Dowling. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Ross now. A final shot before break. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, and it's the Texans who are out in front. The Texans locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. The Eagles looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Dowling. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down. Dowling. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ross. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Looking to throw. Ross.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
That is caught. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talking about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
A try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Downing. That's complete to White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st and 10, Downing. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Dowling
gets the check down throw to White.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Back to throw. Dowling.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down. Dowling.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Dowling. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
George Pickens
from 8 yards out.
And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ross. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Ross.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
2nd down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Ross. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Ross.
And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Ross throwing on 4th down.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got him right complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Off the play fake. Ross. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kalijah Kancey
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action. Ross. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now Ross throwing on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Barry.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Looking to throw. Ross. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And his kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think we could easily read his mind there. There's just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
Yeah, but the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running.
And I love the way that they covered all the gaps. You know, we can do all the lettering and the numbering and all those things, but those run fits that we talk about all the time, each person fitting in the proper spot on defense, you see the end result when they do that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On 1st down, Dowling.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run straight ahead here with White, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brian Robinson Jr.
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down 28-27, a minute 54 on the clock. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Back to throw. Dowling. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's number 1 goal is to throw that timing off.
On 4th down, Dowling. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the 4th quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a 4th quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the 4th quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.